Hello, good morning everyone. Now we are starting notes to account for the final accounts of company. We have already completed the balance sheet of, we may say that vertical for performa of balance sheet of final account. See, which is already, I have told you that which is already you have learned in your 12th standard, that is vertical or annual balance sheet of company's account. So how we can preparing such balance sheet? See, you have learned only in heads of the balance sheet in your 12th standard. Now we are preparing such heads. How we can prepare such heads in the calculation? So the balance sheet, I repeat the balance sheet. Sources of fund, that is again shareholders fund. Under shareholders fund, capital and reserve surplus. Loan, again second loan. It is not a second loan, it is a secured loan and unsecured loan. See, we have to prepare schedule wise. Capital, schedule 1. Reserve surplus, schedule 2. Secured loan, schedule 3. Unsecured loan, schedule 4. After making such 4 schedule, we have to make a total. Then this becomes the sources of fund. Sources of fund means the fund which is raised from the market through capital, through reserve surplus, through secured loan and through unsecured loan. Now we are already sketching the fund from the market. Now we are applying such fund in our company. So how we can applying our fund? Application of fund, that is in form of fixed assets. Again, fixed assets will be shown by schedule 5. Then investment again shown by schedule 6. Current assets, loans and advances by showing schedule 7. Again, current liabilities and provision by schedule 8. And last but not the least, miscellaneous expenditure, schedule 9. See, schedule 9 according to the rules of 2013, because this performa is for 2011's book. New books comes, in the new books will come at that time such schedule number 9 is not given, and we in our syllabus schedule 9 we are not preparing, because in the company's law, or we can say that in the corporate law, according to 2013's amendment, schedule 9 will be deducted, because such schedule 9 will be deducted from the reserve and surplus. So such type of schedule will be deleted from the corporate account. Now these are the application of fund. Application of fund means the funds which are blocked in our company. Now profit and loss account. See, profit and loss account is quite different from the previous year's final account. So in the previous year final account, you are making profit and loss account like particular amount. Here such type of account will not be there. In the profit and loss account, income, that is sales of goods and other income, we have to prepare for that schedule A, not schedule A. So how many notes you have to prepare? From schedule 1 to 8, and then schedule A and B. You have to prepare for your final account. You have to prepare again another 8 account for balance sheet and 2 accounts for profit and loss account. Here trading account like not there. Manufacturing and other expense, schedule B. So these are the performa of balance sheet and then P&L account. These are the notes of account. So how you can prepare the notes of account? Notes of account. Again, in notes of account, first you have to prepare schedule A. Under schedule A, particular amount. You have to make a 2 column, but you need not to write a debit and credit. Here in full question, in the whole question, there is not a word like debit and credit. The name of that particular schedule A is sales of product and other incomes. See, in this schedule you have to write sales and other incomes. How many type of income will be there in this schedule? So we can say that in this type of department we are including the income like income related to sales and related to revenue income, capital income, all those income which are related to these companies, then we have to include it in such department. Now the next one is schedule B. Schedule B is manufacturing and other expense. Manufacturing and other expense. These are the schedule B. Again, the performer of schedule B is like same, particular amount and amount. So here it is nothing but a credit side of trading account and P&L account. How you have to remember? Credit side of trading and P&L account are included in schedule A, and debit side of P&L account, only debit side of P&L account and trading account will be in the schedule B, right? Then on this basis, schedule A and schedule B, you have to prepare P&L account. Then notes for balance sheet. Again, in the notes for balance sheet, now we are schedule 1, A and B for P&L account from schedule 1, which is related to balance sheet. So in the schedule 1, first one is share capital. All the types of share capital, either it would be a share capital related to authorized, issued, whether it be a types of preference share, equity share. Again, in the preference share and equity share, you have to add forfeited share and you have to less calls in arrear. Again, pro forma is same, particular amount. Next one is schedule 2, reserves and surplus. Again, in the reserves and surplus, same, all the types of reserve like capital reserve, general reserve, security premium, profit and loss account of previous year. Again, the funds which is like related to debenture redemption fund. If any adjustment related to reserve like a provision for reserve, you have to add reserve in that particular portion, that is general reserve plus provision for reserve XYZ. Now the third one is again the pro forma is same, particular amount. Here is also particular amount. Next, schedule 3. Again, schedule 3, I already given you the name of that particular schedule, secured loan, particular amount. Again, secured loan includes debenture, which is mortgage, or interest on such debenture are also included in secured loan. Again, bank loan, but bank loan which are mortgage or secured only. Mind you well, the bank loan which are secured or mortgage. Next, schedule 4, unsecured loan. Unsecured loan, the formula pro forma is totally same, particular amount. Right, unsecured loan like public deposits, bank loan. but it is not a secured again any security and public deposits. Only two items were there in unsecured loan. We can also say that directors loans, loan from directors, which is quite unsecured, schedule under unsecured loan. Now the next one is schedule 5 under fixed assets. Here the performa of such schedule is quite different. You have to like fixed assets. GB means gross block, that is value as on purchase date. Addition, if any addition is there in current year. Deduction, if any deduction were there in current year. Gross block at current year less depreciation, and then net block, it means net amount. You have to prepare n number of columns. Again fixed assets, the amount as on purchase date. Gross block, the amount at that particular, here the fixed assets means the name of, for example, land and building. Gross block at the time of purchase, the value is 1 lakh. Up to the date we have purchased again 1 lakh. We have already sell the machinery of 50,000. So gross block at current year 1 lakh plus 1 lakh 2 lakh minus 50,000 in the gross block at current year 1 lakh 50,000. Again if we are calculating the 10% depreciation, then 1 lakh 50,000 minus 10%, it means 15,000. The net block at current year is 1 lakh 35,000. You have to write all the fixed assets like that, right? And you have to make a total of net block only. Then schedule 6. The name of schedule 6 is investment. Again the performa is same, particular amount. Here all types of investment were included under this schedule. Investment in other company, investments in subsidiary company, investment in debenture redemption fund, or any other investments. Now the next one is schedule 7. Schedule 7 includes CA. CA means current assets, loans and advances. See, current assets means stocks, debtors. Debtors means net debtors, it means after bad and bad debts reserve, cash and bank, other current assets like loose tools, etc. etc. And loans and advances, here loans and advances means prepaid, all the prepaid expenses or all the advance deposits we have deposited with our creditors. For example, telephone deposit, electricity deposits. See, the word deposits are included in such schedules, that is current assets, loans and advances, right? The next one is schedule 8. Again the amount is same. Next one is schedule 8. Again the schedule 8, the name is current liabilities and provisions. Here current liabilities includes, you have already known that under current liabilities, current creditors, bills payables, outstanding expense like wages, salaries, taxes also, etc. And under provision, it means provident fund, proposed dividend, provision for general resource, provision for any resource, provision for tax, etc. are included in provision heading. It means schedule 8 includes such. Now schedule 9 is miscellaneous expense, but we are not calculating miscellaneous expense over here because I already told you that from the 2013 the miscellaneous expense is already deleted from the act, and such type of expense will be directly deducted from the schedule 2, that is reserves and surplus. So after that we are calculating the practical sum. Before that you have to make 2 or 3 pro forma of that particular notes. How you can calculate such? First you have to prepare balance sheet, as we have already told you that in our previous lecture. You have to make a pro forma of balance sheet, then pro forma of P&L account, and then such notes of account. If any information is given in the question or not, it's different one, but in the calculation of final accounts of company, you have to prepare such account compulsorily. If any information, for example, in the question any type of investment is not given, you have to blank nil, right? But you have to prepare schedule 6, because you cannot directly prepare schedule 5 and directly prepare schedule 7. If any information is not given, then it is fine, you have to write it left in blank on also, and then you have to make a total, and you have to prepare in making such total. Like for example, you are preparing schedule 1, right? You have to make a schedule 1, that is share capital 15 lakh 20,000. You have to put directly in the balance sheet 15 lakh 20,000. Schedule 1, total of schedule 1. See, in the balance sheet you have to make only total. Next one is reserve surplus, schedule 2. You have to take a total of directly schedule 2, that is 2,44,000. You have to make a total 2,44,000, right? Loans against 3,18,000. You have to make a 3,18,000. Unsecured 88. You have to make a total of 488, right? But in the P&L account, you have to make a total of schedule 1 to 8. But before making total of schedule 2, you have to close the schedule A and schedule B, because the total of schedule A and schedule B will be shown in the balance sheet, will be shown in the P&L account, and balance of P&L account, that is profit or loss, will be shown in the reserve and surplus, that is profit and loss account of current year. So you have to make a total of schedule A, that is 32,90,000. You have to make in the P&L account sales income and schedule A 32,90,000. Then schedule B, that is 29,36,000. You have to deduct 29,36,000 of schedule B. Then total expense is already given, that is 30,90,000. Again 32 minus 30,90,000, it means 2 lakh will be the profit before tax. Then you have to deduct a tax if it is given in the question, then profit after tax, then last profit as per last year balance sheet. Previous year balance sheet total is 60,000, total is 2,60,000. Then appropriation, that is transfer to GR, proposed dividend, that is dividend to equity shareholder and dividend to preference shareholder, you have to deduct, and then balance will be carried in 64,000. That is 64,000 will be directly added in reserve and surplus schedule. So 64,000 schedule 2, that is 64,000. Here the amount is 64,000, which is not given in the question, but you have to find it out from the balance sheet, and you have to making the total of schedule 2. Here schedule 2 is important, and other schedule is only the total. It is quite simple, as like a previous final account. So now in our next lecture we are calculating the question. Before that you have to make a schedule or pro forma of at least 2 to 3 question, because I have already I will calculate only one question, and 2 to 3 question I will give in your homework. Thank you everyone.